What's cracking everyone, Titanicllama here, and today we have a bit of a different video, hence why you have my ugly mug looking at you right now. But why? What has happened? Well, the Tome has been added, and I think that the Tome could possibly be the worst system ever added to Idleon. So I wanted to get this video out to kind of discuss my thoughts on the Tome as a whole. So I'll briefly go over what the Tome is, what it does, and why I think that its implementation could be disastrous for the future of Idleon. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, the Tome is a new system that has just been added to Idleon that tracks 81 metrics across your account with more to be added in the future. These are things like total stamp levels, total statue levels, total account levels, or even the highest print that you've ever taken of a specific material. You can almost think of the Tome as a very watered down version of Idleon Toolbox or Idleon Efficiency, except the Tome will give you bonuses based on the total amount of points that you have earned within it. And for those of you who don't know, Idleon Toolbox and Idleon Efficiency are external websites that you can use to track certain metrics across your account to see where you're sort of lacking and what you need to improve on. Now, if this is all that the Tome did, and that was it, I would be singing very high praise of this update and its inclusion within Idleon. But, and there's always a but, this isn't the only thing that the Tome tracks. The Tome also tracks your ranking in relation to the rest of the player base's Tome levels, and will even display where you rank in comparison, but only if you're within the top 50%, of course. Now, some of you will probably already see where I'm going with this, and you're probably correct. The major problem that I see with adding any form of ranking system to Idleon is it adds an aspect of competitiveness. Now, this isn't always a bad thing, and I honestly don't know how this is going to affect the future of Idleon. I do worry though that this may promote a very unhealthy pay-to-win mentality around the game, with people trying to push that top 1% of the player base and keep and hold that ranking. Now, me personally, I'm not a super competitive person, so this update doesn't really affect me all that much. A lot of people are competitive though, and anyone who has been online for longer than 2 minutes will know that online plus competitiveness equals toxicity. But this isn't the only thing that is worrying me. As the famous saying goes, comparison is the thief of all joy. And I can already see people losing interest or just giving up on the game because we now have an official in-game metric to compare your progress in the game against everybody else. If you go back and watch my World 1 video, you will see me defending this game as not a very pay-to-win game at all. There are a lot of pay-for-convenience items within the game, but now that we have a metric that compares us against other people within the game, I can't hold that thought anymore. This game is now, yes, 100% pay to win, in my opinion. Now, as I said earlier, it's far too early to tell how this is going to impact the future of Idleon, but I can see it going down a very bad path. Because if people start losing interest now seeing that they may never catch the top 1%, they will lose interest and eventually quit. If the player base becomes more gatekeepy or toxic towards the non-1%ers, this is also a very bad thing. Now, I could also be just doom crying here, and it could be completely different. The top 1% could become very, very helpful and start trying to raise up the rest of the player base. But let's be honest, this is the internet. And with the patch notes released on Steam, I don't think it's quite a far stretch to think that toxicity might already be rife. But only time will tell. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the Tome are. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it going to be the end of Idleon? I really do want to hear what the community's take on this is. But with that being said, I've been Titanicllama, you guys have been watching a video, and I'm out. Peace. Oh, and remember, if you aren't in the top 50%, congratulations on having a life.